Good morning, good morning, good morning, afternoon, or whatever time you watch this. Look at here. Y'all don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger, man. Just a messenger. So I had a few minutes. But if I'm making this video, that means that God is still in the blessing business. So since God is still in the blessing business, then that means business is obviously good. So what had happened was my question was gonna be, is what's the difference between women back? Well, let me go all the way back. I gotta take y'all all the way back. So the whole point is, I watch a lot of westerns. I've been watching westerns for a long time. I'm talking about since I was a kid with Pawpaw and stuff. So the question is, anyway, what's the difference between the woman that was at the saloon and the woman that stayed at the house, that was cooking the meals and had the family and had the kids and all this thing and all that, the homemaker? What was the difference? So a lot of people want to say, well, women got rights. Yes, women got rights and everything stand up, but the question is, what's the difference between them? And when I say the woman at the saloon, as Ms.Kitty's occupation, selling that team, she's selling that team. Or she got women that's selling that team. But what's the difference in them? Because it's certain, you're gonna have to make a choice. That's what I'm saying. You can't say you want to be the housewife, but then still also be in these streets with a job. And it's like, oh well, why everybody want women to stay at home? It's whatever your energy projects. I mean, whatever your energy do. I'm just a messenger. It really don't matter to me. But what's the difference in the women? And the answer to the question is nothing. There's nothing the difference of them women from the woman that's working in the saloon and the woman that's staying at home taking care of the kids in the house. It's nothing. There's no difference in them. One choose to sell it, one choose to be at home with the kids. But you cannot be both. And it goes for men, same way. I just came to you and told you about the saloon and the one staying at the house. That was what I was told to do. But it really don't matter to me. So, in turn, and that goes with men too, that's the one that want to have a real job, or the one that's in the street selling that stuff. You can tell somebody that got older now, because they don't say he's a dealer or nothing. He's selling that stuff. He out there in them streets selling that stuff. So you got to pick one. Got to pick one. You can't spread. You can't sit in the middle on the fence. Because if you're on the fence, that means you haven't made a choice of what you decide to do. But I could do both. If you saying you could do both, then that means you're not in a relationship. You can't do both in a relationship. So, it's just something to think about. Because, and this goes for both of them. If you have a work husband or a work wife, and you have a real husband or a real wife, you're gonna have problems. I haven't seen it to the point to where that has not where that didn't come up to being a problem. And it's, I get to do what I want to. Well, you need to make that a point up front, men and women. You need to make that a point, make that very apparent up front of what your choices are, or how you plan on rocking with stuff. I just know you got both energies here. You can't sit here and not be in balance with yourself on both energies, and then not want to have to deal with the consequences of, like my mama used to say, you trying to be slick. You're trying to be slick and play the game of both of them, and then you playing the game and then get caught up. Man, y'all could come for me if you want. It wouldn't make sense to, because as I've said before, I've been on both sides of this coin, and I probably have most likely been on the bad side of the coin more than the good side that I'm trying to help y'all, or trying to point out, to where it's a choice of the person and it's not anybody else's fault if you choose wrong. Hey man, y'all have a great day. Happy Friday to y'all. Happy Friday. This not even a long message, man. I got a message, but this wasn't it. I was in the cut and just hey, jump and tell them about not being playing in the middle. Oh yeah, and don't talk too much. Talking too much, it could turn out bad for you. Oh, that's a whole nother story. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Sorry, bye-bye.